When it comes to customizing Lego bricks, two popular methods often come up: pad printing and UV printing. But what's the difference, and which one is better? Whether you're a Lego fan, a collector, or someone who wants to create custom minifigures, understanding how these printing methods work can help you choose the right one. In this video, we'll break down pad printing and UV printing and tell you what really makes each method stand out. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's dive in. Pad printing. Pad printing has been Lego's standard method for decades, and there's a reason for it. This traditional printing technique involves transferring ink from a silicone pad onto a 3D object. What makes it so special is its precision. That silicone pad can press down on even the tiniest curved surfaces of a minifigure and deliver a crisp, durable image. That's why pad-printed Lego minifigures tend to have a super clean look that blends perfectly with the original factory prints. For collectors, this level of accuracy and quality is priceless. When someone holds a pad-printed minifigure, they usually can't even tell that it wasn't printed at the Lego factory itself. The texture feels right. The colors are just spot on. It looks and feels like the real deal. That's what makes pad printing so beloved, especially among custom Lego creators who want to mimic the official product as closely as possible. But it's not just about looks, it's about durability too. Pad printing is known to last. It can withstand years of handling and play without fading or chipping easily, which is a huge plus if you're spending serious money on custom figures. UV printing. Now, enter UV printing, a much newer and more modern technique that's shaking things up in the Lego customization world. UV printing uses ultraviolet light to cure the ink instantly, creating a layer of hardened ink on the surface of the figure. It's fast, efficient, and allows for full-color, high-resolution prints without needing multiple rounds of setup. That means designers can create custom minifigures much more quickly and often more affordably than with pad printing. For a lot of people, especially those new to Lego customization, UV printing is a great option. It lets artists and small businesses produce awesome custom designs without breaking the bank. It's also incredibly flexible. You can print gradients, complex images, and even photorealistic designs, something pad printing just can't pull off without major effort. It opens doors creatively, giving fans access to a whole world of custom possibilities. But of course, that doesn't mean UV printing is perfect. The feel and finish. While UV printing looks great at first glance, especially in online images or display cases, the real test comes when you hold it in your hand. The ink sits on top of the surface, almost like a sticker. You can feel it when you run your fingers across the torso or head. Over time, that raised layer of ink can start to wear off or chip, especially with regular handling. That's one of the biggest differences between UV and pad printing: the feel. Collectors who are obsessed with authenticity often say that UV prints just don't feel like Lego. They look slightly different under light. They can be too shiny, and if not done properly, the colors can appear either too bold or a little off compared to official Lego tones. It's those little imperfections that drive serious collectors toward pad printing, even if it costs more. They want their custom minifigures to blend right in with the rest of their collection, not stand out as clearly custom. Cost and accessibility. Even though pad printing wins on quality and authenticity, UV printing has some undeniable advantages, especially when it comes to cost. Pad printing is an expensive process. It requires custom metal plates for each design, careful alignment, and skilled hands to make everything perfect. That makes it impractical for small batches or one-off figures. If someone wants to make just 5 or 10 custom figures, pad printing is usually out of the question. It's just too expensive to be worth it. UV printing, on the other hand, doesn't need all that setup. Once you've got your digital design ready, it can be printed quickly and with far less upfront cost. That's why a lot of independent Lego customizers prefer UV printing. It lets them create fun, unique designs and offer them to fans at a much lower price. It's also great for prototyping. Artists can experiment with different colors, patterns, and styles without committing to a huge production run. Durability. Durability is a huge factor, especially for anyone who actually plays with their Lego or moves their minifigures around frequently. Pad printing is known to be incredibly strong. Since the ink is pressed into the surface and bonds more deeply with the plastic, it resists scratching and rubbing much better than UV prints. That's why older official LEGO minifigures from decades ago still look great even after years of handling. UV prints, because they're essentially cured on top of the surface, can be a bit more fragile. If a figure gets dropped, scraped, or handled a lot, the ink can chip or flake. Now, not all UV printing is equal. Some high-end printers use techniques that improve durability, and protective coatings can be added to help. But still, on average, pad-printed designs simply hold up better over time. That's another reason why collectors willing to pay more for a minifigure often go with pad-printed options. They know it's going to last. Purists versus artists. There's an ongoing debate in the LEGO community between purists and creatives. Purists are the ones who want every part of their collection to look and feel like official LEGO products. For them, pad printing is the only option that truly matches that standard. They want that seamless integration, where a custom figure looks like it came straight from Billund. And honestly, for anyone building a serious LEGO collection, it's easy to see why pad printing is the gold standard. On the other hand, there's a growing wave of artists and customizers who see LEGO as a canvas. They're more focused on design freedom, experimentation, and affordability. For them, UV printing is perfect. It allows them to push creative boundaries, print in full color, and offer their work to fans at a lower price. Some even embrace the difference in texture and finish. It's part of what makes their work stand out. At the end of the day, neither method is wrong. They just serve different purposes. Pad printing is perfect for mimicking the real thing with museum-level quality, while UV printing opens doors to creative expression that wouldn't be possible with more traditional methods. Which one should you choose? If you're someone who just wants to admire your minifigure on a shelf and blend it seamlessly with official LEGO, pad printing is going to give you that clean, authentic finish you're looking for. It's more expensive, yes, but for many collectors, it's worth every penny. The figures look right, feel right, and they last. You'll be hard-pressed to tell the difference between a pad-printed custom and an official LEGO figure. But if you're on a budget, love colorful or experimental designs, or just want something unique without the collector's price tag, UV printing is a fantastic option. It makes LEGO art more accessible, and while it may not always match the quality of pad printing, it's improving fast. With better printers, finer inks, and experienced designers, UV prints can look stunning in their own right. The future of LEGO printing. As technology improves, the line between UV and pad printing might blur even further. UV printers are becoming more advanced, with better color matching, finer resolution, and stronger finishes. At the same time, pad printing isn't going anywhere. It's still the top choice for the most premium LEGO customs out there. What matters is what you want from your LEGO experience. Whether it's about authenticity, artistry, or affordability, both printing styles have something to offer. Luckily, the LEGO community is big enough to celebrate both worlds. Whether you're buying a pad-printed figure that looks like it came straight from LEGO HQ, or a UV-printed minifig rocking a wild custom design that no one's ever seen before. So now that you've seen the pros and cons of both pad printing and UV printing, which one would you choose for your custom LEGO minifigures? Let us know in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.